Splatoon is probably one of the most criminally underrated games in the history of gaming. I mean, like, how many bombs have you defused in your life in, like, CS:GO per se, compared to, like, how many times have you been swimming around in a squid, being shot by an octopus in the head, and then... So according to the Splatoon wiki, Splatoon is a 2015 released third-person shooter developed and published by Nintendo. The game focuses on paintball-like turf wars between Inklings who try to cover the most ground using weapon, I think. The game was first revealed at E3 2014 and was released for the Wii U on May 29th, 2015. Basically, I don't know if a lot of people know, but Splatoon was first created in late 2013 by EAD. The team had thought of over 70 game ideas, but decided to focus on a game involving inking turf. Well, duh, that's what Splatoon is. So apparently, first they were gonna they had a concept of black and white blocks of tofu that sprayed ink out of their noses. Yep, that was what Splatoon used to be. Basically, the game also featured a top-down view, allowing the tofu blocks to blend in with their turf, but like, that's kinda, I don't know. That just doesn't seem right.
From this process. 最初の施策は平面的なマップ上で、直方体のキャラクターを操作し、白黒のインクを吹き出す。
However, these characters presented a variety of problems, so development began on a different character that was vaguely humanoid in shape. A rabbit was chosen as the design, because its floppy ears would indicate what direction it was traveling when viewed from above. Many EA criticized this idea, so ideas such as Mario, robots, and Macho Men were considered. The rabbits were later scrapped in favor of humanoid squids, which the team felt fit the theme better. Basically, I don't blame them. I mean, like, why would a rabbit be shooting ink? It just doesn't make sense, but like a squid, that makes more sense. They can also be I can't talk today. Dang. They can also be easily used as arrows on the map. However, the transformation mechanic was yet to be integrated during this period of development. These anthropomorphic squids did not transform fully into squids before. That's a mouthful. Oh my gosh! Before swimming around. I like the game's final inklings. Final game's inklings. I'm sorry. Whew. The gameplay, okay. So as you know, Splatoon is a third-person shooter with online multiplayer as its primary focus. In its main mode, Turf Wars, 8 players are divided into 2 teams of 4 and tasked with covering the arena in as much ink of their own team's color as possible in a set amount of time. The playable Inklings have 2 main forms. Their human form, in which they can use weapons to spread ink and splatter opponents, my personal favorite being the Kenza Dynamo Roller, pretty cool. And their squid form, which can swim through ink at amazing speed. Recharge the player's ink tanks and hide in similarly colored ink, and may switch Nintendo Switch. Yeah, so you know I'm just kidding. Between either at will by pressing or depressing the left trigger. Players can also utilize sub weapons. These include ink bombs, basically, which will include suction bombs, fizzy bombs, splat bombs, butt bombs.
One eternity later.
Bombs, right? And then there's like other weapons, and like they also have special weapons, which like you push in the right joystick button, and it like does something. You know what it does? It does the coolest special move. Yeah. Anyways, there is also a ranked battle mode where players' wins and losses influence their ranks. That's not anything new to shooters, but Splatoon kind of took it a different way. I don't know. Where like if you go like a part of the way, like kind of it'll say like okay, and you don't keep your rank even if you lose enough. It just sets you back to the beginning of that rank. And then Splatoon also features a single-player hero mode, which sees the player travel to Octo Valley and traverse levels based on 3D platforming and puzzle solving. In this mode, the player uses the hero shot, a modified version of the splatter shot, which is the main weapon and probably the most iconic weapon of Splatoon. There's also Salmon Run in Splatoon 2. Salmon Run is a co-op multiplayer mode available in Splatoon 2 for up to 4 players. It can be played via local multiplayer, local wireless, or LAN at the Shoal, or online via Grisco Industries during certain time slots. The online version requires the player to be at least level 4 to be able to play. According to producer Hisashi Nogami, oh my gosh, I can't talk again. It was created to take advantage of the portability of the Nintendo Switch. console, and to provide smaller groups of players with an engaging local multiplayer experience, given the relatively large number of players, 8 required for other game modes. In Splatoon 3, Salmon Run is succeeded by Salmon Run Next Wave. That's basically the future of Salmon Run. People thought they were going to do something different and add a new waves mode, but no, they didn't, but that's fine, as long as they make some changes to it. Each Salmon Run consists of 3 waves. To complete waves, players must collect power eggs and golden eggs by defeating salmonoids and depositing them in the egg basket. Each boss salmonoid, which is some of them, you know, the Mauler, blah 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 blah. I don't even know. I'm not I don't know. I don't know the names. It doesn't matter. But each boss salmonoid splatted yields 3 golden eggs. If they are not picked up, a snatcher appears after a few seconds to retrieve them. Each player can carry only 1 golden egg at a time. Each wave has a quota, which varies depending on the number of players present and its ranks. If the quota is not filled before the wave timer ends, or if all players are splatted, they fail the run. Completing a run increases the player's pay grade, which also determines the difficulty of the runs. If they fail, players are still paid for the golden eggs they collected, but their pay grade may be reduced. The highest possible quota for free waves is 21 to 23 to 25 when the difficulty is at its highest. This happens when the squad's average rank is professional 600 or above, with emphasis on the fresh. A message appears on screen at the start of such a shift stating hazard level max. Inklings and Octolings in this mode are equipped with special gear that allows them to be revived if they are splatted. When splatted, it's a lot. A lifesaver appears at their last position after a few seconds. By inking it, a teammate can revive them and they come back with a short period of invulnerability. If they collect a golden egg before being splatted, it is not lost. Additionally, if they did not have a golden egg before being splatted, they may pick one up while in a lifesaver. However, eggs cannot be deposited in the egg basket until they are revived. Each player wears a uniform consisting of a green cap, orange overalls, green gloves, and green boots during the entirety of this mode's gameplay, regardless of the gear the player wore prior to entering this mode. Also, no, gear abilities apply during this mode's gameplay. They don't apply. Alright, cool. Each player is provided a different main weapon for each wave, and 2 uses of one type of special weapon, which lasts for 3 waves. These include the Inkjet, Stingray, Splashdown, and Splat Bomb Launcher. The sub-weapon provided will always be the Splat Bomb. There are also various special waves called known occurrences, such as Fog and Rush. In Salmon Run, Inklings and Octolings, Ink Level, and special weapon uses are displayed visually. The lifesaver on their back acts as their ink tank, which depletes clockwise from top. Their special weapon stock appears as 2 silver packets strapped to their hat, which disappear as special weapons are used. When one of the squads are down, or when there are fewer than 4 active players, the box surrounding the squid or octopus icons glows orange to alert this. When the time reaches 30 seconds remaining, it starts to appear, and if the quota is not yet met, the box surrounding the timer and quota glow orange as a warning. During the last 10 seconds, a separate countdown appears in the middle of the screen as an overlay, with the color of the numbers being orange if their quota is not met, or green if it is met. Rotations. Salmon Run is not always playable online, as the Grisco Industries building can sometimes be closed. It opens in an irregular pattern, but can be expected to be available every other day. Each Salmon Run rotation features 1 random stage with 4 random weapons to be assigned to players. Loaned weapons. All main weapons, aside from variants, can appear in a Salmon Run rotation. Each player is randomly assigned 1 of 4 special weapons. Splashdown, Stingray, Inkjet, blah blah, we already went over that. Despite there being multiple main weapons and special weapons that players can receive, the only sub-weapon a player can use while in Salmon Run is the Splat Bomb. We also went over that. Basically, the only reason they can use the Splat Bomb is due to the fact that the fly guys, the ones, I forgot what they're called, but you have to like throw the Splat Bombs at them, like into their little like cartridge things to make them explode, and it's the only way to kill them. So you can only use Splat Bombs. Main weapons and special weapons loaned to players have the different stats than their standard multiplayer counterparts. For these stats, okay, yeah, well, I'm reading the wiki, sorry, so, yeah, never mind. Stages. There are 5 separate stages available for Salmon Run and Splatoon 2, the Spawning Grounds, Marooners Bay, Lost Outpost, Salmonoid Smoke Yard, and Ruins of Arc Polaris. So it's kind of lacking, but hopefully in Splatoon 3 they will add a lot more. Okay, and I think that's basically enough for today. If you guys want me to do, like, more of this, then, yeah, I'm tired out, man. I can't do this anymore. But yeah, if you guys want to see more Splatoon videos like this, or videos on games like this in general, then I guess like and subscribe. I don't know. Bye. Gotta go. It's late.